So the biggest problem we did, and I just see it, most people see a lead, they register, they're starving, they're living, on that transaction treadmill. So they have commission breath.
Right.
Right?
100%.
I mean, there's no way around it. And this first step is what I call the dream stage. It's an IDX feed that forced them in to be able to look at more pictures. They may or may not ever buy a house.
100%
So you can't call them
voyeuristic.
and like, hey, when are you looking to buy or sell, or some generic stuff. So what I did is, even agents, you have to use language like resource center, client care. And so what I took from Gary Vee back in the days was this thank you economy. So if you understand anything about pattern interrupts or reversing or a lot of the things we teach on, I had to interrupt their pattern right off the bat and then lead with value. So right when an internet lead comes in, the first thing we're saying is, hey, thank you for registering on our website.
Right.
Or thank you for registering with our resource center.
Right.
I don't like website. We want to actually differentiate ourselves from websites. We wanted to call and just say thank you for registering with our resource center. And they're like, okay. Like, you just disarm them. And then the next thing is, what comes, guys? I'm just looking.
Oh, yeah. Every time. Every time.
And that's normally like the Heisman for most agents, and they're all excited, and then it's like, okay. It takes the wind out of themselves, right?
Yep.
So I had to figure out how to tie an anchor around that and make them feel comfortable and they're right where they need to be, and it's no problem to us.
Yep.
You're not wasting our time. And then we'll pivot to value.
Right.
So fantastic, perfect, outstanding. Whatever word that they tell me, we optimize that word in our intro.
Yep.
And it's part of our whole structure of what we do. And so if they're just looking, not in the market to buy a home, whatever, we always echo that back. Fantastic. Most people are just looking just like yourself.
Right.
Then we make them
Absolutely.
feel
Reaffirm
comfortable.
it. Exactly.
Absolutely. Right after we disarm that, then you have to pivot to value right off the bat. Here's what I can do for you today.
That's great. Yep.
I can customize this website, which is much more than a website. It's actual communication tool, bedrooms, all this stuff. Like, get into it. And so then, some of the tech we use is called e-alerts. So we pivot to pulling that up, and we start building value right off of that. So they feel like, I believe in the law of reciprocity.
Yeah.
So they feel like we're doing something for them, and we're not asking for anything in return.
100%.
And we don't feel like an agent. We sound different. Like, a lot of people have even said, like, are you even in Wichita? Are you an agent? Because it just feels different than everyone else, right? And then through that process of setting all this stuff up, then you can get into getting more information extracted out of them, because you're building trust.
Right.
Once you start to build trust, you can start to get the information we need to solve problems, which is time frame and motivation.